I remember you made a big impression on me because you were the first person who'd stopped and said, what are the chords? And that impressed me no end. We're in my studio, which it's not a studio, it's a bungalow. It's got lots of lovely big windows, so you get lots of daylight, which is important, I think.
We are in my studio, in my house, in Bristol, where I spend a good percentage of my life making music.
I think the previous owners would be a bit shocked to find that their lovely sitting room has been totally bulldozed into this monstrous amount of electronics.
I was at an English public school, terrible place, and a really, really good friend of mine that I've since connected with, who used to he lived in Iceland, he's an American. We went into our study at school and there was a guitar leaning up and he picked it up and he started playing it. And I was, well, I didn't know you could do that, what?
My mum had a lot of lovely classical records, what I would call, the basics here, Bach, Beethoven, Mozart. So really it's her, she was the one that was playing music when I was in the cot probably, and it was going in.
It absolutely transformed my life. And I swear to God, I have not had a day from that age of 13 to 61 where I haven't played a guitar. I was in a studio in Bristol. It was a really lovely studio that Blue Lines was made in, massive. And I was doing a recording of something that I'd written. And Jeff was very young. He was 18 years old, and he'd come in to learn how to use the studio. He had already written stuff with Portishead. They were already a thing. And he asked me if I would produce the record with him that they were about to make. And so I met Beth, and then that's how we got to know each other,
That was a Bristol connection, meeting Alison, because she was working with some Bristol people. I sent her a load of music that I liked. That's what we did to begin with. That was our first move. And I sent her a load of Morricone. She sent me a load of stuff she'd been doing, stuff with Tricky. And it was like, yes, this is going to work, because we both had the same emotional response, I think, to music that was off the beaten track.
I think we met probably, I think it was 1987, wasn't it?
Wow, that's misty, goes into the mist of time. It could be, yeah.
Yeah, because I moved to Bristol in 86 and I didn't know Will. He was in a band and I was in a band. We're both in different bands, playing at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival.
I remember the manager, he managed both bands.
Yeah, he did, that's why, yeah.
And it was Hutch, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He said, I've got you a gig in Edinburgh Fringe, it's gold dust. And so we all got in a van and, like 17 hours later, we were all tipped out into a hole in the ground in a roundabout, and nobody came. But what was lovely was we all met each other and we had a nice time on the journey.
That's right, yeah. So that's when we first met. And we started working, I think I started playing with that band of yours then, after that.
Yes.
Probably a year later than that.
It was a big band, there was too many people, too many cooks really. And the guitarist chair kept rotating because it was just too hard for the guitarist to deal with. And so your turn came, didn't it, when you were asked?
I had a brief moment of playing in that band, and then Will and I got to know each other.
I think we always talked about doing a silent film, and then it was a question of, well, which one? Because obviously there are only a few, and of those few, only a handful, I would say literally a handful, stand up to the test of time. And Joan of Arc is, it probably is, not only is it one of the best silent films ever made, it's one of the best films ever made. I think we saw it as an opportunity to be allowed in the toy box of musical things, like orchestral forces, guitar.
Yeah, we wanted that.
6 guitars.
Six
guitars. Choir, 8-piece choir, brass ensemble.
This was an exciting prospect, and we're all really kind of looking forward to doing it.